Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Inga Cotton. I'm the founder and executive director of San Antonio Charter Moms. And these are Charter Moms chats where we go live to share information with families so that they are well equipped to find schools that are the right fit for their children. And today on Charter Moms chats, we're featuring Prelude Prep, which is a new charter school on the Southside of San Antonio. And we're featuring their enrollment guide blog post on our social media channels today. So, and there's a link to that blog post in the description of the video. So I encourage you to click on that, and it's full of information, and it can take you to their school website, their application, things like that. So, but we're super lucky to have two of the leaders of Prelude Prep with us on Charter Moms chats to tell us all about the school and how they're getting started, how they're giving kids a great foundation. So let me introduce them. So we have Lauren Lewis, who's the founder and superintendent of Prelude Prep. And we also have Laura Rangel, who's the head of school at Prelude Prep. So Lauren and Laura, thank you for joining us on Charter Moms Chats.
Thank you for having us, Inga.
So, okay, so I'm assuming that since this is a new school, some families might be wondering, what is Prelude Prep? So I want to give you guys a chance to just right at the top to talk about the mission and vision of Prelude Prep, why establish a new school? What does it offer that's different from maybe what neighborhood public schools are offering?
Sure. So Prelude actually means the introduction or the beginning. So our mission and vision focuses on building a strong foundation of academic and personal excellence. So our students become leaders in their community. They succeed at school. They succeed in life. Our program is a little bit different. So it's focused on high-powered academics. So you get a rigorous academic curriculum. We have learning through play. And so we have play centers in our classroom and play centers every day for our grade levels plus outdoor play. And then we have a civic education program as well, where we have community town hall meetings where our students are growing in our Growing Forgiving garden, where they're working on service projects. So those are really the three pillars of our school model.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Lauren. So I want to ask you both, what has it been like to be opening a new school while there's a pandemic going on? I mean, it's never easy opening a new school, but you've had an added set of challenges. So how have you been able to overcome that and still create a safe and productive school environment?
Well, I think opening a new charter school has definitely been exciting, and it's definitely an adventure. We are loving it so far, and we really are enjoying our community. And I think even though we are going through a pandemic, we're really not dwelling on it. We're focusing on our kids and our staff being safe and healthy in school. But at the same time, we're really focusing on building a community with our parents, our students, our staff. And so we really are fortunate that it is a family feel right now. We have every student on campus knows each other. They know every teacher knows every student, and not just the students in their classrooms. And at the same time, we know all of our parents and their families. And so we know them all by name. And so really it is a great community that we're building. And so even though we're in a pandemic, we really are still trying to make it as family oriented and community-like as we can.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I agree. It's the pandemic is part of what we're experiencing, but we don't want to lose sight of the longer term goals, right? Of helping kids get ready for the future, because they keep growing and they need our support every day, in spite of what else is happening in the world. So I want to go back to something that Lauren said, talking about Prelude, right? That giving it's this introduction and giving kids a strong foundation. So I was wondering if you could focusing on those core subjects like reading and writing and math, how is Prelude Prep giving kids that strong foundation?
Sure. So we believe that a strong foundation means that you have instruction in all subject areas. So we don't omit any of instruction or subject area from our school. So our students have reading and writing and math and science and social studies every single day. We have more time in reading and writing and math. We have extended periods for that. We have specialized science. So our students go to their own science class with their specialized teacher in the science lab. And our students study social studies every day. And our curriculum is all about knowledge building. So we're constantly building knowledge across all of our subjects, because the more you know about something, the more you can write about it and talk about it and read about it. And so we give time to every single subject every single day, plus time for play and learning social social emotional skills during play and play centers. And we feel like that gives our students a really strong foundation across the board.
Yeah. Well, and what's great, like, I mean, there's, strong teaching in those core subjects, but like you mentioned, like they're experiencing all the subjects that are helping them build knowledge. And I know that there's art and music and like the outdoor play and the social emotional learning, that those are all part of it as well. So I was wondering if can you talk more about how those subjects are taught at Prelude Prep?
Yeah, so we really value all of our core subjects because we really believe in building a well-rounded experience for all of our students. And so our students have a specialized science class and a specialized setting that they attend daily. They attend music, they attend art, they have PE. It's all about the experiences, and every student gets to experience that. And so it's really great seeing our kids in the music class playing the ukuleles or playing the steel drums, and even our pre-K students are doing those things. And so, and like Lauren mentioned earlier, we do have the indoor and outdoor play. We're building on that social and emotional learning, and all of that is encompassed throughout the day. So it's not strictly all academics or all social emotional. It is a well-rounded experience for all of our students.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's so important.
I'll just add, you'll come into our classrooms and you will see the play centers set up. You'll see the dramatic play center. You'll see sand and water. You'll see there's art supplies, and our students are learning to pick their supplies, pick their centers, have the choices, put it all away, but then build the skills of communicating with their friends in there. If they're building, how do I not knock down somebody's creation? How do we learn to share? So it's all built into that time, and we break it up during the day for our students. So it's not just one giant block. They have breaks during the day because kids need that.
Yeah, they do. Well, it's being intentional about, like, you have high goals for them, but you know that they're young and they need guidance, and they need time to play, and they need time to rest. So it's part of creating a good experience for them. So I know that it's a new school, like this is the first year that y'all are open, but this is when like sort of traditions start to form, right? And then that school culture starts to come together. Like you talked about how like it's a family feel because like the students all know each other and you all know the families, and but what are some of those like traditions or customs that are starting to emerge in the first year that kind of make this like school culture for Prelude Prep?
Sure. So when our students walk in the door, the first thing they do is they tell us, we're like, are you ready to have a great day? And they're like, we're Panther ready. And they give us a high five. And then they come to the cafeteria, and before school starts, we have a morning assembly. And so that's where we do our pledge. We sing our school song, and each teacher shouts out a student. And so they know if somebody is getting a shout out for the day, and then that's how we start our day as one school community. Would you like to talk about our town halls?
Yeah, so once a month we do have a town hall, and it's a great experience for our students to participate and really learn about civic education. So each month they vote on an activity that they'll be doing that'll help support our community. One month they voted on a food drive. The next month they voted on caroling at a local school next door. And so really they're picking things that are age appropriate for them, but at the same time, they're learning how to vote. They're learning how to participate in their community and how to be active participants in their school community also.
So we know the parents. When you come through the car line, we open the door for you. We tell parents good morning. And so it's just building that community through interactions and being really hands-on with all of our families.
Yeah. Like every touch point, every time you open a door or say hello to a family, that's part of building that relationship, so that like they feel like they belong and they feel invested in what their kids are doing in the school. So yeah, that's really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask about so the facility that y'all are in, like it's a former private school, and it was geared towards very young children, and these are like older kind of mid 20th century buildings. So but you guys have there's a lot of space, and you guys have big plans. So so like what's happening with construction on the site? Like kind of what new amenities are on deck for Prelude Prep?
Well, it's actually an exciting time for us. Construction is ongoing. If you were to come by right now, you would see that our 6 new classrooms are being put in, and all of that is going in. And later on in the year, you're going to start seeing our perimeter road being built a new 12 classroom wing being put in the back of our property. But as the years go on, we're going to be expanding and growing, and we have lots of room for that. And so it's just really exciting seeing the growth happening and seeing all of that taking place. The kids are excited. They get excited when they see the big trucks come in. So it's just really a great feeling of expansion and improvement.
Yeah. But I know that, I mean, the school is open and operational, and you guys have, you've done a great job of, refreshing the building that's there, right? And using spaces like the specialized science classroom and, the music room and space for kids to assemble. And yeah, but it's exciting that there's, new construction, new classroom, new facilities coming up.
Yes, more parking, more places to drive, play fields. So we're building all of that as we speak, and it should be ready in August this coming year.
In fact, I think I hear a truck backing up. Maybe is that the beauty?
Kind of gross.
You guys are probably used to it now. You don't even notice it. That's cool though. Yeah. That's charter school life though, right? It's like, there's always change and growth happening, but it means that great things are just around the corner.
Yes.
I wanted, as we kind of close out, I want to, give you guys a chance to offer final thoughts. But before that, what are some ways that families can learn more, I hope they're excited about what they've heard in this interview, and maybe they want to enroll their kids for the current school year. Maybe they've been, homeschooling from the pandemic and they're ready to get back on campus, or maybe they're planning ahead to the next school year. So what are some of those logistical things? How can they get more information? What grade levels do you guys serve right now? Things like that.
Yeah, so we currently serve pre-kindergarten through second grade, and we are still accepting applications for this year. And we encourage all families to come by or to call us for more information or to schedule a tour. As a matter of fact, we do have open house tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. And so anybody is welcome to come. We encourage those who would like to attend to call us, and so we can plan ahead for you. And if not, just come on by. We'd still be happy to have you. As for next year, for the 22-23 school year, we are accepting applications for pre-kindergarten through third grade. And so we encourage our families to put in the applications online. Seats are limited, so make sure you get those in early. We're accepting applications up until February the 18th, and by February 28th, we will be notifying families of acceptance. But always call us or look on our website for more information. We're always happy to help.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and put those on the screen. So the website, it's preludeprep.org. And so, yeah, that's where families can get information. There's a link to the online application on the homepage. And then I'll put up the number on the screen, 210-780-7661. And then that way, they can give you guys a heads up that they're coming to the open house tomorrow, that's great. They can call, they can ask about how to apply or setting up a tour, things like that. Get those questions answered.
Absolutely.
Yes, feel free to call or text that number. We'll respond to you. And then even if you contact us online, we will call you back, and we're happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a contact form through the website, right? So folks can submit their information and then get a call back. Yeah. So I guess, okay. So just to reiterate, right now, y'all are offering pre-K through second. And it's actually a full day pre-K program, right? So a lot of programs are half day, but at Prelude Prep, it's a full day pre-K. Right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And then, the plan is to keep growing, right? I think you have on the website, you've outlined, how the curriculum is going to keep growing up until 8th grade, right?
Yes. So we'll grow to a full pre-K through 8th grade school. And so it'll be great to watch our students who start with us in pre-K leave us all the way in 8th grade as they're getting ready for high school.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Okay, so I'm going to put the website back on the screen, and then I wanted to ask y'all just kind of closing thoughts, kind of words of encouragement, reflections on what y'all are doing at Prelude Prep.
Sure. So I think it's been a really exciting first year, watching our students build a really strong foundation in both academics, but also their social emotional growth. As some students, it's been years since they've been on play dates. So being back in school and playing and seeing the growth in our students has been truly exciting, and meeting so many new families in the area. And because our school building is older and has served families for many years, just having stories of families who went to school here or daycare here when they were younger and continuing the tradition of education in this location.
Yeah, yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, putting down roots on the south side of San Antonio and being part of the fabric of the community. Yeah. That is really the feel at Prelude Prep. Like it is a family feel, and I'm excited to see as it continues to grow. You've made tremendous progress already in building a school community.
Well, thank you, and we were excited to have you here, and thank you for sharing what Prelude Prep is doing for others.
Yeah, I'm cheering for you guys, and yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing the new construction, like as these new classrooms get built and the campus continues to develop.
Yes, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you. Okay, well, Lauren and Laura, thank you so much for coming on Charter Moms Chats and sharing about what's happening at Prelude Prep. I hope that more families learn about it and and consider enrolling their young kids either for this year or for the coming school year.
All right, thank
you,
Inga.
Thanks, guys.